Question 1. On 20th January 2025, who was sworn in as the President of the United States for a second, non-consecutive term? A. Joe Biden. B. Donald Trump. C. Kamala Harris. D. Nikki Haley. The answer is B. Donald Trump. Yet, Trump made history as only the second US president, after Grover Cleveland, to serve two non-consecutive terms. His inauguration was a massive global talking point this year. Question 2. Which country hosted the COP30 climate conference in 2025, focusing heavily on the Amazon rainforest? A. Brazil. B. Canada. C. India. D. France. The answer is A. Brazil. Held in Belém, COP30 was a huge deal, with nations hashing out new climate goals. Brazil pushed hard to protect the Amazon, calling it the lungs of the planet. Question 3. In February 2025, which city hosted the Invest Madhya Pradesh Global Investors Summit? A. Mumbai. B. Bhopal. C. Delhi. D. Bangalore. The answer is B. Bhopal. This summit on February 24th to 25th brought global leaders to Madhya Pradesh's capital to talk investment and innovation. A big win for India's economic scene. Question 4. Which sport debuted at the first ever Esports Olympics in 2025, held in Saudi Arabia? A. Fortnite. B. League of Legends. C. FIFA. D. Call of Duty. The answer is B. League of Legends. The Esports Olympics kicked off in September, and this massively popular game stole the show. Esports is officially a global phenomenon now. Question 5. What was the theme of Expo 2025, held in Osaka, Japan? A. Connecting minds, creating the future. B. Designing future society for our lives. C. Feeding the planet, energy for life. D. Mobility for all. The answer is B. Designing future society for our lives. Expo 2025 showcased insane tech like robots and green energy solutions. Japan really set the bar high. Question 6. Which country took over the ASEAN chairmanship on 1st January 2025? A. Thailand. B. Malaysia. C. Indonesia. D. Vietnam. The answer is B. Malaysia. They stepped up at the ASEAN summit in late 2024 and are leading the charge on regional stability this year. Question 7. In March 2025, which tennis tournament saw a record-breaking attendance in California? A. US Open. B. BNP Paribas Open. C. Miami Open. D. Indian Wells Masters. The answer is B. BNP Paribas Open. Held from March 2nd to 16th in Indian Wells, it drew huge crowds. Tennis fans couldn't get enough. Question 8. Which nation hosted the 2025 Women's Rugby World Cup? A. New Zealand. B. England. C. Australia. D. France. The answer is B. England. It's their first time hosting since 2010, and the tournament has been a massive hit for women's sports. Question 9. What major space event ended in September 2025 when NASA's Juno spacecraft ceased operations? A. Mars rover mission. B. Jupiter exploration. C. Lunar Gateway launch. D. Saturn probe. The answer is B. Jupiter exploration. After years of studying Jupiter, Juno's mission wrapped up, leaving us with incredible data about the gas giant. Question 10. Which country became the first in Southeastern Asia to legalize same-sex marriage in 2025? A. Philippines. B. Thailand. C. Malaysia. D. Singapore. The answer is B. Thailand. A historic moment on 21st January, Thailand's paving the way for equality in the region. Question 11. In July 2025, which band reunited for a massive concert at Wembley Stadium after 15 years? A. The Beatles. B. Oasis. C. Coldplay. D. Spice Girls. The answer is B. Oasis. The Gallagher brothers buried the hatchet, and fans went wild on 4th July. Question 12. Which country hosted the expanded 32-team FIFA Club World Cup in 2025? A. United States. B. Qatar. C. Japan. D. Spain. The answer is A. United States. From June to July, this revamped tournament was a soccer spectacle. Question 13. What was the focus of the G20 summit in 2025, hosted by South Africa? A. Climate change. B. Global economy. C. Digital innovation. D. Health security. The answer is B. Global economy. South Africa led talks on trade and growth, pretty impactful stuff. Question 14. Which city hosted the World Experience Summit from 29th April to 1st May, 2025? A. New York. B. London. C. Paris. D. Tokyo. The answer is B. London. Held at Immerse LDN, it was all about designing better experiences, super cool. Question 15. In January 2025, which comet was dubbed the Great Comet of 2025? A. Comet Hale-Bopp. B. C/2024G3 Atlas. C. Comet Neowise. D. Comet Halley. The answer is B. C/2024G3 Atlas. It dazzled stargazers when it reached perihelion on 13th January. Question 16. Which country won the 2025 World Men's Handball Championship? A. France. B. Denmark. C. Norway. D. Croatia. The answer is B. Denmark. They dominated the tournament held across Croatia, Denmark, and Norway. Question 17. What major policy did the UK enforce in 2025 to combat obesity? A. Sugar tax increase. B. Junk food ad ban before watershed. C. Mandatory calorie counts. D. School lunch reform. The answer is B. Junk food ad ban before watershed. Starting in October, it's a big step for public health. Question 18. Which tech giant lost nearly $600 billion in value in January 2025 after a Chinese chatbot launch? A. Apple. B. Microsoft. C. Nvidia. D. Google. The answer is C. Nvidia. DeepSeek's chatbot shook the tech world on 27 January. Question 19. In February 2025, which country saw nationwide protests over military roles in government? A. Indonesia. B. Brazil. C. Nigeria. D. Thailand. The answer is A. Indonesia. Starting 17th February, these protests grabbed global attention. Question 20. Which cricket tournament's final will be held at Lord's in 2025? A. ICC T20 World Cup. B. ICC World Test Championship. C. Women's Cricket World Cup. D. Asia Cup. The answer is B. ICC World Test Championship. A historic moment for cricket fans. Question 21. What was the name of the storm that hit Ireland and the UK in January 2025? A. Storm Dennis. B. Storm Eowyn. C. Storm Ciara. D. Storm Brendan. The answer is B. Storm Eowyn. It caused quite a stir late January. Question 22. Which country's president was arrested in January 2025 after a martial law standoff? A. South Korea. B. Venezuela. C. Myanmar. D. Sudan. The answer is A. South Korea. Yoon Suk-yeol's arrest on 27 January was a shocker. Question 23. In 2025, which city hosted the Special Olympics World Winter Games? A. Turin. B. Vancouver. C. Oslo. D. Salt Lake City. The answer is A. Turin. Italy welcomed athletes for an inspiring event in March. Question 24. Which fashion week set trends for fall-winter 2025 in February? A. New York Fashion Week. B. Paris Fashion Week Mains. C. Milan Fashion Week. D. London Fashion Week. The answer is B. Paris Fashion Week Mains. From January 21st to 26th, it was a style explosion. Question 25. What new format debuted at the 2025 Asia Cup Cricket Tournament in India? A. Test matches. B. T20I. C. ODI. D. Super Over League. The answer is B. T20I. Held in October, it brought fast-paced cricket action. Question 26. Which country's general election in 2025 saw Alexander Lukashenko re-elected? A. Ukraine. B. Belarus. C. Poland. D. Lithuania. The answer is B. Belarus. On 26 January, he secured another term. Question 27. In March 2025, what caused a ceasefire in the Gaza war to break? A. Hamas rocket attack. B. Israeli surprise attack. C. UN intervention failure. D. Hezbollah escalation. The answer is B. Israeli surprise attack. On 18th March, tensions flared up again. Question 28. Which motorsport event kicked off its 2025 season in Melbourne? A. Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix. B. MotoGP. C. World Rally Championship. D. Indy 500. The answer is A. Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix. March 14th to 16th was a thrilling start. Question 29. Which country led the EU Council presidency starting 1st January 2025? A. Germany. B. Poland. C. Italy. D. Spain. The answer is B. Poland. They took over from Hungary for a busy 6 months. Question 30. What major art event wrapped up 2025 in Miami Beach? A. Art Basel. B. Venice Biennale. C. Art Dubai. D. ARCO Madrid. The answer is A. Art Basel. In December, it was the ultimate showcase of modern art.